Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Flemington to check out this brand new launch edition 2024 Jeep Wagoneer S 4xe. That's how they're calling it. Bright white is the color. We got the red Neo Ultra Luxe interior. Tons of options to go over with you today. So if you're in the market for this performance EV, is this newly launched Wagoneer S the one you would buy? So let's dig in. Front end of the Wagoneer S in the bright white paint. As we swing on in closer, as you can see, we're going to have a full spread of LED lighting across the front, including the fog lamps, with the DRLs going all the way across the front of the Jeep grille. We do have decorative side air curtains. Would have been nice to see those functional. As we swing around, we do have functionality in the lower part of the grille in flat black down where the fog lamps are to get some cool air on top of that lithium-ion battery pack. Now, as we come around to the wheel and tire setup here, we're going to have a 20-inch gloss black aluminum alloy wheel, Wagoneer badge on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Falcon all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 50 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, electric all-wheel drive. That's why the launch edition has the 4xe moniker on it. As we come out closer, we have the bright white with the two-tone black roof and the black wheels. No chrome, like the look classic color combo for a launch edition. As we swing on in closer, gloss black side view mirrors, LED turn signals, 360-degree view cameras. We have the Wagoneer name in black right on the front door. We're going to go color match shaved door handles, front and back, left side charge port door. Up top, there's your black roof spoiler coming off the top with the panoramic sunroof. And as we swing around to the back, there we go. No rear wiper, nice clean look, Jeep badge in the middle. And then around in the back here, we do have all LED lighting in the back with that 4xe name on the tailgate area. We're under the hood of this Wagoneer S Launch Edition. We do have a pretty decent sized front mounted trunk area, a little shallow, but not bad. So power-wise, we're going to go with a 100 kilowatt-hour, 400-volt lithium-ion battery pack made into a one-speed direct-drive EV transmission, 600 horsepower, 617 pound-feet of torque. Wagoneer S can tow up to 3,500 pounds. MPGs 104 in the city, 90 on the highway, and 97 combined. All right, we're at the left rear quarter panel of this Wagoneer S, where we have a level 1 and 2 charging capability up top, the DC fast charge down below. Like I said earlier, it's a 100 kilowatt hour, 400 volt lithium ion battery pack in the Wagoneer S. Total range to a full charge, this is an estimate, 303 miles. Of course, that all depends on the weather, your driving habits, and the terrain. That is the estimate. Now, to get to a full charge at a level 2 charger at home, it's going to take about 10 hours. DC fast charging capability, 10% to 80%. You can add about 210 miles in 23 minutes. So let me know what you think about those numbers. All right, before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know the price. Well, here we go. The 24 Wagoneer S Launch Edition 4xe. Base price is $70,200, and that includes everything you're going to get in the launch edition. The only additional option this vehicle has is an extra $1,000 for the red interior. Once we add that in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,795 from Jeep's Toluca, Mexico assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $72,995. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. We're going to go with this Neo Ultra Luxe black material with the red cross stitch into the silver and chromed up trim into your 2 memory seat settings right there. Then we have the red Neo Ultra Luxe material, again with the light gray stitching. So we have a change in stitching colors, red against black, light gray against red. We have flat black on the switchgear, and thank you, Jeep, we have power fold side view mirrors, something that on Wagoneer they tend to overlook. As we come down further, good sized door pocket. There's a door popper to open the door right there. And then we have the 19 speaker Macintosh sound system in here as well. We do have a good sized dead pedal brake and accelerator. The carpeted mats in here. But for a launch edition, I think we could have had some nicer mats in here. Wagoneer S launch edition with some red cross stitch, something cool. You let me know. But we do have 12-way power seats for the driver and the front passenger, including this button right here, which is going to give you thigh support in and out. Right now it's all the way out. We'll bring it all the way back in. So I do like that. Then the seating wise, we're going to have this red Neo Ultralux material with the light gray piping and light gray cross stitch, really soft bolstering, really soft headrest. Launch edition should be on the headrests. But overall, it's a pretty sharp looking red interior. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver with 2 memory seat settings as well. Coming across, again, the black with the red cross stitch. We do have a passenger display, which we'll go over in a second. And then more of this silver material trim into your heat and air vent, which is above the passenger display. And then down further, we have a nice large glove box. The front passenger display, I do get serious glare in here, so I would have liked them to do something different to make this glare resistant. But as you can see, you have your audio, video, HDMI. You got USB connectivity, so you can watch movies. You can listen to the radio from over here as well. You can hit more, and you can get your USB live radio, Bluetooth music. You can go back to our home button. We can go to video and go ahead and get your plugins for your video. Find out what you're playing, play the next selection, your HDMI over here as well. So they're good to go. Of course, you need to connect the HDMI cable to get that to work. And then you got your controls where you can turn the screen off, turn the screen on, manage your headphones, volume, muting, all that jazz in here. Wireless headphones, system settings. So they got some nice stuff in this passenger display in this Wagoneer S. Up on top of the dash, you have 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards. Now, so we swing down. Here's your infotainment screen. It's the exact same thing we've seen in the new Charger Daytona EV. This is a 12.3-inch Uconnect 5 wireless CarPlay Android Auto, and this is an updated version of Uconnect 5. On the left over here, heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. Over on this side for the front passenger, heated seats, ventilated seats. We do have navigation built in, nice pinch to zoom capability. So I do like how they have that set up. We can go to our home button. There we go. And then we can bring up connecting our phone, connecting CarPlay. We can swipe across, adding widgets to our home screen as well. We can take a look at our battery level and our energy flow and energy consumption. Just like the Daytona EV, we have our media. We can go into our media where we can get our sources, and we have AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, Alexa. So they got you set. We can go to comfort, and we can set up all of our comfort settings, temperature. Again, this is where you can hit your heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel from as well. Then you got your vehicle settings right here, where you have your mirror dimmer, screens on, screen off, ambient lighting, of course, in this vehicle. It's got to be there. Same setup with the ambient lighting. Since we got white on the outside, I've set this to red on the inside, and you can go ahead and change colors with that bar, or you can change your brightness on this side as well. So I do like how they have that set up. Many different colors you can use for your ambient lighting color. And then we come back to the beginning. We got our camera views right here where you can see all the cameras. What view do you want to see? Favorite some camera views. You have your autonomy screen right here, which is making sure all your sensors work right. Ugh. And then we have our electric vehicle action where we have our regeneration level. We have creep mode on or off. We have our power flow meter, driving history. You can set up your charging schedule. You can set up your AC charging level right here. So they got you all set there. There's your level 2 or level 1 and your estimated times to charge, maximum battery level. You have it at 80% right now. That's the default, but you can override and go to 100% full range. Let's say you're going on a trip, you need more range than what 80% provides. You can go ahead and go full range, charge the battery up 100%. But right now it's defaulted to stopping at 80. You got your apps, got all your apps in one spot, nice response to the touch screen. And then you got your navigation right here as well. And we do have EV route planning in here, just like the Charger Daytona has their EV route planning built into this system. And if you're in an area and you need to know where a charger is, there's the plug right there next to search. You can go ahead and hit that plug, and it's going to give you, after it thinks a second, all of the charging areas in your area if you need to stop and charge. And then we go back to the beginning and we're good to go. Let's check out these backup cameras. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, takes up the whole screen, 360-degree view, super clear with trajectory. Different views over here on the left if you want to zoom on in one certain view. We'll go back to park. Nicely done. And we're back to the beginning, and we'll bring our nav back up, and we are all set. Now, as we come down further, we do have our cameras, traction control off, lane keep assist on or off, parking assist, parking sensors off, and then turn off the passenger display or turn it on right there. We do have a volume knob. We do have a tuning knob on the side. And then here is yet another display. This is you can set your temperature down here, max defrost, rear defrost, all that stuff, fan speed, auto, eco if you want to go that route. We got some sun glare on this, way this vehicle is parked, which is unfortunate. But what we got here is massage. Front massage for the driver and the front passenger. Right now I have this on driver, and I can turn it on. And as you can see, it lights up, and it can let me say, what kind of massage do I want? Waterfall, lower back extend, low extend, rock climb. And then what's my intensity? High to low or off. And then if I'm the front passenger, I can select passenger, turn it on, and give them the same massage experience, or I can turn the screen off. So really well done. Love that option here on this Wagoneer S. If you're going to go luxury, you're going to go launch edition, you might as well include everything for the big price that you're charging for this vehicle. Now, as we come down further, there's an area right here to slide your phone to store it if you don't need to charge it. Here's your push button start. Here is the dial to go through this one-speed direct drive EV transmission. Here are all the drive modes, and we'll check those out when we go through the dash as well, but we got plenty of those. We got 2 cup holders, another area to slide your phone, your Jeep key fob, unlock, lock, remote start, pop the tailgate, panic button, and then, whoops, Jeep on the back. And then, auto vehicle hold, multi-terrain select, wireless charging pad, vertically mounted right in there. And then a really nice soft red armrest. We can open that up, and we have more storage underneath. Now you're going to say, Mike, you've showed me everything in here, looks great. Where are the USB connectors? Where are they? Well, get this. This moves up out of the way. You just slide this up with your hand, you zoom on in, and there you have it. Felt, phone, storage, USB-Cs, right in here. There's another connector there as well. So that's where they have all that action hidden behind the screen. And then if you want to let it back down, you just pop it and it comes back down and it gets back on there. So that is the secret sauce in Wagoneer S. Wagoneer S steering wheel, nice leather wrap wheel, 10 and 2 notches. We have a squared off wheel, flat on top, flat on the bottom with the red cross stitch. Wagoneer name on the horn button with the stitching. Plenty of room to get in and out of this vehicle at 5'11". It's a nice open and airy passenger cabin. On the left, we do have our telephone voice commands, controls for the digital dash as well. And then on the right side is where you're going to have your adaptive cruise, safety suite controls, that sort of thing. Then we're not going to have any paddles, but we are going to have our windshield wipers, turn signals, high beams, that sort of thing on the left side. And then down over here on the right side is where you're going to have your pop your frunk. You got your headlight controls, fog lamps, bright and dim the dash, electric parking brake with an electric tilting and telescoping wheel. So they have you set there for that. Drive mode action, let's check it out. Zoom on in. There's our digital dash, and here's our drive mode action. Snow, sand, sport, auto, eco, and then we're back to snow again, and then back to sand. So plenty of different drive modes for what you want to do. Of course, for today, we got a performance EV. We're going to stick with sport mode. And then you got additional information in the center, right? And you can go ahead and change up how you want your dash to look with different themes. You can bring up, of course, your maps in here as well, or go back to that. And then you can also go through additional information that is up across the top or that is down below on different pages. So it all depends what you want to have up when you're going down the road. And another thing I wanted to show you is we do have a head-up display. The script is a little bit small, but it is nice and clear and it's right in your eye line. Overhead console, we have a really large overhead console here in Wagoneer S, as you can see. Right up here, you can pop the tailgate, right? If you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, that button right there with the picture of the car remains off. Open the door, the lights come on. Close the door, the lights will dim out. SOS button in case of emergency on the road. Got your assist right there in case you need to talk to Jeep, get some action taken care of. And then we have the controls for our panoramic roof. So on the right is your shade. Just one touch and it will open up and it will go halfway. And then a second touch will go all the way back over your rear seat passengers. The middle button will tilt it up or close the tilt. And then the left button nearest the driver, one touch open, wind buffer comes up, and one touch closed. And then when you're done, you can close your shade. And there you have it. If I didn't show you, you got a spot for your sunglasses here as well. And then our frameless rear view mirror with the magic button, digital rear view mirror right here. And these controls underneath the mirror are for your rear view camera to raise and lower it or zoom in or zoom out. Moving to a sun visor, there are your garage door openers right there, home link right there. And then our sun visor with vanity and LED lighting. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back seat of the Wagoneer S, but first the rear door panel. Again, we have the black up top with the red stitching, then the chrome trim, and then the soft armrest with the light gray stitching. The Macintosh speaker, so like the consistency of design front to back. I have the seat set for my driving position. We have a flat floor since there's no drive shaft, and we have a flat roof, so at 5'11", I got no problem getting in. Nice and flat. I think 6 foot tall, you're fine. Probably over 6 foot tall, you might have to duck a little bit. Once I'm in, though, got plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees with the seat set for my driving position, but not as much room in the back of the Wagoneer S as I would have thought there should be in this type of EV. It is a little bit tighter than what we saw in other EV SUVs. Now, we do have a seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. We do have 2 heat and air vents. We do have 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats for both outboard rear seat passengers. Down further, 2 USB-Cs and a home power source. So they got you good there. And then the back seats, we have the same color combo with the piping in red. Looks beautiful. There's those Macintosh light up Macintosh speaker covers. And then we have our armrest, super soft, 2 cup holders. So overall, it's pretty comfortable here in the back. I just wish I had a little bit extra room for a person my size. Getting in the tailgate area of the Wagoneer S, it's an electric tailgate, so you can pop it from the overhead console, pop it from the key fob. You have a hands-free option, or you can come to the back and right underneath, above the license plate, there's your camera, there's your license plate light, and the button is way over here on this right side. You hit it, beeps a couple of times, nice electric assist on the way up, nice electric assist on the way down using this button. And now with the rear seats up, 30.6 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Wagoneer S. We do have the charging cable right here. And we do have your front license plate bracket. There's your owner handbook in case you want to see what that looks like. Then underneath here, this is kind of like a rug. Then you have the picture of the Wagoneer, established 1963. And then underneath here, lift that up, you have more storage underneath there. So I do like that. Here in the back, we do have some tie downs right here, some hooks to hook stuff into. And then over here on the right side, we do have a 12 volt for power. So that's a good deal. But unlike what we saw in Polestar 3, of course, this video is going to come out before that one. That one has air ride, so you can raise and lower the back to help you load stuff in and out. Wagoneer S does not have air ride. And it doesn't have levers here in the back to let the rear seats down, which I think it should. But to get the rear seats down, you got to go around each door. And then there's a button on top of each seat, and you pull it and push it down. But for a premium brand, which the Wagoneer is a premium brand for Jeep, we should have power fold seats here, considering we have everything else under the sun in this vehicle, including massage seats. But now, with the rear seats down, but we do have a tapered roof, so we have less room vertically. We're looking at 64 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Wagoneer S. Window sticker time. Here we go. 24 Wagoneer S Launch Edition 4xe. Base price. Here's your standard features in the Launch Edition. 2024, launching in the end of February 2025. We're a little bit late to the party, Jeep. More of the Launch Edition features. There is the extra $1,000 for the red interior. $72,995. Fuel economy estimates. Government safety ratings aren't done yet. Made by Jeep in Mexico. Should be the United States. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, 24 Wagoneer S Launch Edition 4xe bright white. Here we go. Great visibility out of all the glass. I don't really have any blind spots. I love the digital rear view mirror for an unobstructed view out the rear of the vehicle. I got blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that jazz in here for safety. LED lighting up front and out back for safety as well. And I got a ton of features, but the first thing I want to go over are how comfortable these seats are. These Neo Ultra Luxe seats are dynamite. They are really comfortable. They really feel good on your back. And we get front massage for both front passengers. Now, as we come down the road here, we have 4 screens on here. The 12.3 inch Uconnect 5 wireless CarPlay Android Auto in here. Same system as we saw in the Charger Daytona EV. Same exact stuff. So I think it's a good system. Then we have the controller down here for your climate and your massage seats. So they got that set up, which moves up out of the way so you can get at your USB connectors and everything else and store stuff in there. Then you have the passenger display way over there on the right side, which is going to give the passenger an ability to watch movies, put headphones on, listen to the radio, separate from you, so they don't have to put up with you if they don't like you. And then we have the back seats with your heated ventilated seats, heated and power, and USB-C connectivity. And of course, you got heated steering wheel, heated ventilated seat. You got everything, panoramic roof. You got everything in here that you could possibly need. The launch edition, they just maxed out everything on this Wagoneer S, which I think obviously was a very smart move to do, because you might as well put your best foot forward. I do like the blind spot cameras coming off on the infotainment system when you're turning, so you can see where your blind spot is while you're turning, so you don't run into anything or into anybody. And that works for both the right turn and the left turn. So I do like that quite a bit. You see that from Hyundai Kia on your digital instrument cluster, but Stellantis went with it on the infotainment screen. But I think it's a great safety feature in the vehicle. Of course, we haven't talked about performance yet. 600 horsepower, 617 pound-feet of torque. You can tow up to 3,500 pounds. Handling is really good. Of course, with an EV, lower center of gravity due to the heavy battery pack, it's going to have a very good handling characteristics. This one's no different. Steering is tight and right, so I really like how that feels. Turning radius 20 feet in Wagoneer S. It's a little wide, and we're going to have to go ahead and go to reverse, and you can see how nice that backup camera looks. And then we come back to drive. And then we're going to head back towards the dealership. But first things first, we are in sport mode, so we are going to do a pull on this. I've heard that this thing takes off really well, but then flattens out from some of the other reviews I've seen, so we'll see. In 3, 2, 1. And I just spun tires like a big dog. Ah. And we are already up to 70 like that. So I don't see flat spots. I really don't. 600 and 617, it feels as fast as those numbers. Like when we were doing the Polestar 3 the other day, it felt faster because its advertised 0 to 60 was 4.8 seconds. But this one, the car and driver 0 to 60 on the Wagoneer S, 3.4 seconds. And boy, does it feel every bit of 3.4 seconds on this pull. We're gonna brake tires again. Yes. Oh man, this thing flies. Holy cow. Woo! So I don't know what people are talking about the power flattening out. I'm not going to drive 100 zillion miles an hour on a back road in Flemington. We got it right up to 70, every bit of 3.4 seconds 0 to 60 in this vehicle. It's fast. So we have a fast performance, premium branded EV with every option under the sun you can think of. The only things I really complained about, right, were the fact that we should have power fold rear seats in a vehicle that has everything else under the sun in it. And this one doesn't. It doesn't have a spare. Other than that, it's got everything under the sun. And as we saw with the Polestar 3, unfortunately this review has to go out before Polestar 3, because that was my commitment to the manufacturer to get this review out first. So this review is going to go out on Thursday, March 6th, and the Polestar video goes Saturday, March 9th. But the Polestar is 82 grand for the launch edition, dual motor long range. This one is 73 grand, and it's got more stuff than the Polestar does, and it's got nicer interior, and I think it's got better tech, because Polestar, like Tesla, puts everything in the screen. You got to turn the headlights on from the screen. You got to turn the wipers on from the screen. You got to open the glove box from the screen. And I like how Jeep has this set up better with more traditional spots and buttons for those kind of features. So if you're coming from a gas car, you won't be lost trying to figure your way around an EV. So I like that quite a bit. So this has a lot of advantages, and if you're in the market for that performance EV, and you're looking at Polestar 3, or you're looking at the Porsche Macan EV, for example, or you're looking at the electrified GV70 from Genesis, or GV60 from Genesis, take a look at this Wagoneer S. It is very impressive. It doesn't hold the most stuff, but it's bringing power, it's bringing refinement, it's bringing quietness, it's bringing tech, it's bringing luxury, it's bringing ultra comfortable seats. I love this vehicle, and I highly recommend you guys getting out there and checking this Wagoneer S out before you just listen to everybody on YouTube bash the crap out of it, because I think it's a good, solid entry into the performance EV market, even though it's late to the party. But you let me know. But I want to thank Ciocca, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Flemington, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to their very first 2024 Jeep Wagoneer S Launch Edition 4xe for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.